Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notification.
The federal government has been called upon to expedite action in its plan to establish modular refineries to integrate artisanal crude oil refiners in the Niger Delta into the mainstream of oil and gas production in Nigeria. The call was made by participants at the one-day awareness program organized by ex-Niger Delta agitators in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, to sensitize youths on the dangers of artisanal crude oil refining across communities in Nigeria's oil-rich region.
The one-day sensitization program organized by a forum of ex-agitators in the Niger Delta was to create awareness on the negative environmental and health consequences of artisanal crude oil refining. Co-facilitator of the program, Nature Dumale Kienge, advised youths to shun the practice of illegal crude oil refining on account of its infringement of the people's right to healthy and productive lives in the Niger Delta. Dumale Kienge equally urged the federal government to expedite action in the planned establishment of modular refineries to provide an alternative source of income for artisanal oil refiners.
We are saying that the federal government should, as a matter of urgency, accompany their promises with action. Let them, give licenses of modular refiners. We are not asking them to bring money. These people are not asking them to bring money. There are partners who are ready to partner with them to set up modular refineries, and over time, everybody is going to get what he has invested.
Last month, the federal government disclosed plans to establish 18 modular refineries in the Niger Delta to integrate youths in the region into the mainstream of crude oil production. Participants at the just concluded program in Uyo recalled that the federal government had made similar promises in the past without matching words with action.
We should think of putting up modular refineries to propagate whatever these youth are. Because it's one thing you having an oil in your region, and also another thing is you being carried along.
For over a decade, youths across communities in the Niger Delta have been engaged in artisanal crude oil refining, which is generally viewed as a source of wealth creation. With a significant patronage from petroleum dealers nationwide, the business has continued to flourish at the expense of the ecosystem in the Niger Delta, where farmlands and rivers have been seriously contaminated by artisanal crude oil refiners. In Rivers State, where their activities have resulted in widespread atmospheric pollution, Governor Nyesom Wike, on the 1st of January this year, read the Riot Act to artisanal crude oil refiners. Vice President of Renewable Energy Efficiency Association in Nigeria, Professor Magnus Onoha, advises other state governments to take a cue from Rivers State.
It's about the 9 governors coming together to have midwife coordinated by Ministry of Niger Delta to share enough of this. It's not about politics, it's not about whether you are PDP or APC or Labour Party. No, it's about the people of Niger Delta.
However, Austin Ayodele Momodu, a professor of economics at the Rivers State University, wants state governments in the Niger Delta not to wait on the federal government and take it upon themselves to establish modular refineries, which in his estimation provides lasting solutions to all forms of economic sabotage taking place in the oil fields of the Niger Delta.
If the states take up the modular refinery, first and foremost, you mob these boys out of the creeks. Breaking of the pipes will be reduced, and they will not be properly engaged. They will be properly employed, and then you save the environment.
The federal government's planned establishment of modular refineries as an alternative to artisanal refining of crude oil in the Niger Delta was announced for the first time by Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo in the first quarter of 2017 during a series of town hall meetings with communities in the region. In the last few years, the federal government's delayed action has cost Nigeria billions of dollars lost to massive siphoning of crude oil, which artisanal refiners depend on to ply their trade. Given this ugly scenario, relevant authorities are expected to act without any further delay in doing what needs to be done to salvage the Nigerian economy.
Inside the Niger Delta,